Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Family Sedan channel. Have you ever seen people bring up the idea of there not being enough XRP in existence? I've heard that many, many times in the half a decade plus that I've been in the XRP community. And people state that even if there's, in theory, this feeling that there is enough for this exact second, with an ever increasing number of participants jumping in and holding XRP, and then with the deflationary nature of XRP itself, we're going to find that there just isn't enough. And some people have warned that we're actually going to run out even. So I don't buy into any of these arguments. I don't think we're ever going to be in a situation where there isn't enough XRP. It's more so, and this is quite positive, obviously, if demand increases, then each individual XRP would just be worth substantially more, but it doesn't mean that there wouldn't be enough for purchase out there. And don't forget, every single XRP out there is divisible by 1 million. So there's a 1 million drops. That's the smallest unit inside of an XRP. There's 1 million of those inside of each and every XRP. So there's a lot out there. And if you compare that, by the way, to the smallest unit inside of a Bitcoin, which is a Satoshi. Well, and by the way, Bitcoin, that's divisible actually by 100 million. So there's even more inside of each Bitcoin. Well, if you compare the number of drops in existence versus the number of Satoshis, it's something like, at least it would compare to what's in circulation now, it's something like 48 times as many drops as there are Satoshis. So I don't think that's the case. And yes, I understand you can make the deflationary argument, but I want to address that. Somebody brought that up recently, stating that there's just not enough XRP, and that's just not quite true. But that's in my opinion anyway. And then on top of that, you do see, and this is positive news too, increased adoption of XRP in terms of actually using it for payments, the XRP ledger itself for payments. And then there's this story, this one's covered by Bitcoinist.com, is Ripple following Coinbase's lead by leaving the United States. So plenty to discuss. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. And so there's an individual within our community named 24 Hours Crypto who is making the point that there's just not enough XRP. And again, I just respectfully disagree. But so I'll explain why. But here's what 24 Hours Crypto had to say on Twitter. 36 days ago, XRP's total supply was 99,989,062,491. Today, the total supply is 99,988,964,530.897995. And then parentheses, he does the math for it and says that's 97,961 XRP burned and gone forever in 36 days, which is about 2,800 XRP a day is what the point he's making. And then he says, which goes perfectly with the below 24-hour burn rate. And by the way, so he's referencing is another tweet I'm not going to read. It's that similar concept from March 19th he wrote. And then he says, that number will change to 5,000, then 7,000 per 24 hours as the trillions flow in. There isn't enough XRP. Facts. Okay, so he's talking about XRP going from, burning about 2,800 a day to 5,000 and then 7,000 per day. And then presumably it would just keep going up and up and up and up and up. But as is pointed out on the xrpl.org website, that ain't going to happen because at the current pace, it would take an absurd amount of time to run out. And then even if you have an increased pace, there's actually things that you can do. So check this out. From xrpl.org. The very first ledger contained 100 billion XRP, and no new XRP can be created. XRP can be destroyed by transaction costs or lost by sending it to addresses for which no one holds a key. So XRP is slightly deflationary by nature. No need to worry about running out, though. At the current rate of destruction, it would take at least 70,000 years to destroy all XRP, and XRP prices and fees can be adjusted as the total supply of XRP changes. So there you go. At the current pace, 70,000 years from now. So even if you think that, okay, there's going to be an insane amount of adoption, it's going to make that number way, way lower. Well, you're still thousands of years out, and that's without making any changes. So what you can do is cited right here, adjust the XRP fees for transactions. That can actually be adjusted. And so right now, it's at a certain level. So if you start spamming the network, it's going to get costly. But in a world where XRP is more adopted, meaning presumably price would be much higher, you can actually drop the amount of XRP that is burnt, and it could still be monetarily devastating to perform a DDoS attack on the XRP ledger. So there are ways to even this all back out. It's not something that we need to remotely worry about, but I still wanted to cover it because it's an interesting topic, and I don't think most people realize that at the current rate, it would take 70,000 freaking years to destroy all XRP. I just thought it was a cool fact. Now, as far as Ripple's hand in all of this, I wanted to share with you just a small part of an article from April 22nd, 2021. This is from Yahoo. Ripple could burn over 61 billion of XRP tokens, CEO says. During a recent interview, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse said that he is always open to new ideas that are good for the XRP ecosystem. When asked about whether the firm would burn the coins held in its escrow, he said, quote, "I don't rule anything out, and I think to the extent that there's things that make sense for the XRP ecosystem, then certainly Ripple would look at that," end quote. And so just want to note that Brad Garlinghouse is on the record. I'm not sure how many people realize that either. He's on the record as stating that Ripple burning their XRP escrow, either in part or in total, that's on the table potentially. I don't know if it's going to happen, but that's directly from Brad Garlinghouse. On to the next topic now. This is from Wietse Wind, founder of XRPL Labs and the Sum wallet. He tweeted out some positive news here. XRP, I've long said this. XRP is the best crypto, and utilizing the XRP ledger in conjunction with it, depending on what application you're talking about. It's the best technology to start with in the world of crypto, just for payments in general. And so here's what Wietse Wind said. One of the largest e-commerce platforms now natively supports cross-currency XRP ledger payments. This is a milestone for XRPL Labs, for Sum Wallet, and utility on the XRP ledger. Users can pay with anything. Store owners receive GateHub stablecoins. This is cool stuff. And so here is part of the announcement, which is just literally from today. Sum makes a significant leap in e-commerce, bringing XRP ledger payments to 1 million plus stores. The XRPL Labs team is happy to announce that Sum is now integrated with Equid by Lightspeed, a leading e-commerce platform. This collaboration enables more than 1 million Equid stores to offer Sum as a payment option, providing customers with a smooth, secure, and efficient digital transaction experience. Now, folks, how is the XRP ledger ever going to live if Ripple were to go away? Might it be every other developer on the entire planet utilizing XRP and the XRP ledger that would ensure its continued longevity? Might that be the case? This is not just about Ripple, folks. And then they said here, integrating Sum with Equid by Lightspeed allows customers to pay with any asset they own on the XRP ledger, creating a seamless environment for both fiat and cryptocurrency payments, while providing certainty for the store owner receiving 100% backed USD/EUR/GBP GateHub stablecoin. Just cool stuff. Again, it's just further adoption here. And crypto in general can increasingly be used in place of fiat currency, as the asset class matures and adoption continues and regulation the world over becomes more certain. And then there's this from Bitcoinist.com. Is Ripple following Coinbase's lead by leaving the United States? Will Ripple follow Coinbase's lead and leave the United States of America in favor of a jurisdiction that regulates cryptocurrencies in a friendlier way? The world's second largest crypto exchange, Coinbase, made a splash last week when it announced the launch of an offshore exchange in the coming weeks after obtaining a license in Bermuda. Meanwhile, Ripple remains in its legal battle with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, with a ruling potentially coming any day now, according to several experts. Even though Ripple has already declared itself eager to fight and is expected to appeal all the way to the Supreme Court, it would take years to reach a final decision. On top of that, CEO Brad Garlinghouse issued a warning in July 2022 that the crypto company will move to another country if it loses in its legal battle with the SEC. Quote, "We will move to another jurisdiction if we lose the case in the United States. We still have an immense business to build. Why do it in a regulatory jurisdiction that's not going to be friendly towards us?" End quote. If Ripple's going to leave, I don't think that we're going to see news like that immediately upon the loss in the SEC v. Ripple case if they lose. I still think you're going to see Ripple continue to sit tight, and battle for years on end until you find a conclusion, perhaps ultimately at the Supreme Court level. So it's not outside the realm of possibility, and I sure as hell hope it doesn't come to that. But if we ever see that, my suspicion is that it's going to be many, many years in the future. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the Moon Family Sedan.